Hi everyone. So in this video, I want to talk about Scoop Loops, which is a game I made for the GMTK Game Jam. For those that don't know, GMTK stands for Game Maker's Toolkit, and it's a YouTube channel all about game development. And every summer they host a 4-day game jam, and for 2025, those 4 days just happened to line up with the BFDI tour exactly, so we were in Los Angeles Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and that's when the game jam happened. So I was only able to work on this game in the nights between the shows, which the shows were like 10 a.m. to like 10 p.m. just because of like setup and takedown and all that. Anyway, there's this photo of me like finishing my game, and I finished it at 5:26 a.m. on August 3rd. I was very proud of it. And you might wonder, like, why did I do that to myself? Well, it's because game development has always been a big part of who I am. I think it's what I started off on the internet doing in like 2009. So I was like, I don't want that to die or get replaced by just YouTube videos. So anyway, let's talk about this game. So the theme of the game jam was called Loop, L-O-O-P, and you can basically make any game that relates to that theme at all. So I decided, like, what's a game that can involve lots of loops? So you can see that there's this red little circle. It's moving along this path, and it's actually an ice cream flavor, and it wants to get to this red guy. And when he gets it, he's happy and he goes away. So imagine it's like a customer showing it up at your ice cream shop, and then when they receive the flavor they asked for, then they become happy. So the thing is, like, there's different colors, and if you give the wrong color to a customer, they will get more upset, and they won't leave right then, but they will get, their meter of happiness will go down. And also their meter of happiness goes down slowly anyway. So you can see that this guy's almost about to frown, but he's happy, he's gone. And so if you take too long and this kind of like circular meter completely disappears, then you'll lose a life. He'll get really angry, you'll see a big and then you lose a life. I have 5 lives right now. And right now it's a pure coincidence that they're all cyan. Okay, well now I have a green one. And also it loops over, it's hyperspace, which means that this is a toroidal map. And that just made it easier to code. I find that in a lot of cases, when you code a grid, now they're all green, that's pure coincidence. When you code something on a grid, allowing it to loop over left to right makes it so you don't have to worry about as many edge cases, sort of like when things go off the side, because there is no edge here. Oh wait, this one missed. So, ooh, there's a crossover. So anyway, the game jam ended in early August, and now it is August 26th or something. Also, this game gets faster and faster as the game goes on, so eventually I'll be forced to lose. But I figured in this video I could both play this game to show you guys how it works, and also see what the public response to my game was. Because at the end of the game jam, anonymous people will play your game and review it, and give it a rating, and it'll be ranked amongst the 10,000 other applicants. Now, I already know what score I got, and I won't say it now, but I think also as a reminder, you know, if I only spent like 7-8 hours on it when most people had 96, I'm not giving myself excuses, but just like, you know, I knew that the circumstances were not in my favor for this one, so I'm not going to be too harsh on myself. And the other thing I want to point out is, like, you can see that the way you manipulate the movement of these ice cream nodes is like you can't ever move them directly, but you can change the path that they follow along, and every tile of the city can alternate between 2 different states. Either they move to the upper left, bottom right, like the blue ones, like this or this way, or they do the opposite, which is the orange tiles. And what's cool about that is, because both tiles have exactly one outlet on all 4 sides, my red guy is getting a little upset, there will never be a dead end. Like, there's kind of almost a mathematical elegance to it, because, like, these shapes that form, which are the loops per the theme, oh, that was a close call. They always close up. They're always closed loops. So you can see that you can create like a small loop like that, but then like simple changes can, let's say, fuse these 2 loops, see like 1 peanut shape versus 2 circles like that. And it's interesting. Oh, that was a close call. If you're not worrying about the actual giving this to customers, you can toy around with this sort of like paint, like a tool to draw shapes, and kind of like get an intuitive sense for how to create peanuts or cross shapes or like rings inside of rings. You can also do that too. See, this one will be trapped on spring forever. So all that's quite interesting. And So the other thing to point out is that the GMTK Game Jam scores you on like 5 different criteria. I think there's like audio design, creativity, narrative, artistic direction, stuff like that. Did I mention audio? Yeah, I think I already mentioned audio. So like there's 5 different, oh shoot, I'm messing this one up badly. It's getting a little fast and he's already like not half happy anymore. Oh god, okay, now it's actually getting a little difficult. I have to focus. And so, actually, no, we got this. Oh, maybe we don't got this. I gotta focus on just one at a time. Oh no, see, when you get the wrong one, they get a little more upset and you hear that kind of like staticky sound. So anyway, the reason I mentioned that there's 5 categories is it means it's more possible to win. There's more opportunities for like other avenues to win. And I'm not here to win anything but like, I have basically no audio. Oh! Okay, I forgot the sound effect is kind of like jarring. That kind of jump scared. Okay, pink is already on the right track. Okay, I gotta focus. So anyway, if you read the text on the right, there's a story there for you. And the story is simply there because I was like, narrative is a category. I probably won't win it, but like I should have a story to at least show that I tried. Oh, I lost another guy. Okay, I'm focused on Cyan. Okay. Well, I got a notification. Okay, I'm really kind of stressing now. Oh no, I lost another life. I didn't even notice that one. Okay, that one's already good, and then this one will be good here. And then this one. I try to like, if it's already headed in the right direction, I don't want to tinker with it too much because that takes too much energy. Can I save this guy? Got him. Okay. That was killer. That was so pro that I did that. I can't really commentate right now. My record is 100. Like I think no, my record's like 80. I think. I actually don't know. But like you can definitely tell that this. Oh no, I lost another life. The speed definitely correlates with score. It's like a square root kind of thing. Okay, I got 80. Actually, that's my record then. I don't think I got to 100 ever. Okay, so that's the game. So I got some comments, and this is on itch, by the way. So one thing I want to point out is that I don't really know what avenues to like code games on because I don't like Unity, just because I don't like how even the most bare bones game you can make is like 50 megabytes when you export it. So I wrote it using JavaScript, and it's on h1.net/scooploops. You can see it up here like that. But anyway, you can go to view page source and sketch.js. This is the actual source code itself. And there's no actual art files, like it's just pure shapes drawn to the canvas. So this is, aside from the side effects, this is the entire game listed out in JavaScript here. And then the other thing is, I've never really uploaded to itch.io before, and it was a learning experience, and I wanted to force myself to do it because I thought like it can't be that hard to upload to itch.io, and I have like, 15 years of experience, I guess, like uploading things to websites, so it shouldn't be that hard. And you can see I've got a view on August 16th, a view on August 17th, 21st, and 23rd. I'm getting views left and right. So anyway, this is Scoop Loops' page on itch. And, this is my profile on itch. Like, there's, like, barely anything there, I think. But anyway, yeah, my account is CarryKH. I got 2 comments. So Ninjarium says, this game is surprisingly fun and flows well. Not a fan of the text scroll tutorial, but the game mechanic stands out well compared to other games. Oh, wow. Well, thank you. So the thing was, like, since I had, like, not that much time. And okay, again, I'm not here to give excuses. So actually, like, I appreciate the compliment that you think it flows well. The wall of text was definitely not ideal, but I definitely remember, like, at 4 a.m., like, with the image of me, like, late at night kind of, like, delirious right there. I was like, I just need to give people a way to learn how to play. So here's the instructions. But, okay, what I was going to say is, I wrote a story because there has to be a narrative so that I could hopefully get some points in the narrative category. I'm not going to win it, but at least it's there. So the story is, for your 7th birthday, your mom went to the store to buy you ice cream, but she died along the way. To commemorate her, you spend the rest of your life selling ice cream. Also, you live in a city that has run dry of concrete, so the only way to get places is rotating roads. Oh. Okay, so I also said, please rate my story 5 out of 5 because it is so well written. Well, it's not. It is really not. So anyway, the other comment is from Ginger TEW, who says, bro, you were my childhood. Thank you so much. That means a lot. But I wonder how you discovered this page because, like, I didn't advertise it anywhere. Anyway, So that's on itch, but not on the Game Jam's website itself. So if I want to go to here, this is the actual results of the game, and the game Goop Snake got ranked first. And you can see that like there's all these criteria: Mark's favorite, enjoyment, creativity, audio, artwork, narrative. And I guess it got ranked first for Mark's favorites. So I think Mark is the owner of the GMTK YouTube channel, and he chooses his top 50 and then gives them like, yeah, his own review. But all these other rankings are like a average of like hundreds of people rating everything. So anyway, like a lot of people are getting first or they're tied, but you can see that like the assortment of like the categories could be different from game to game. Like maybe narrative seems to be ranked the lowest for a lot of these people. Narrative's not the lowest there. And anyway. Okay, so what I wanted to do is take a look at where my game ranked. And remember, this is out of 10,000 games. Wait, how do I search? I don't want to view a random submission. Oh, here we go. Okay, so I already know what I got, so I'm not going to be surprised. But I haven't read the comments because I've been a little too nervous about like getting judged, but I got to find out. So anyway, these are my results, and I actually am quite happy with them. So for creativity, I got ranked 279th, and that's out of 10,000, so that's the top 3%. And then for enjoyment, it was 2,000. That's still not bad, that's in the top 20%. And then the other three categories, I did not do well at all. I was basically middle of the pack or worse. And my attempt at a story didn't really give me points. I got 2.15 stars out of 5 for narrative. And for artwork, I was really low. I was 6,000th place. But like I said, there isn't a single actual art file in this game, so I don't really blame anyone. Actually, how far okay, so it's very evenly split across the ratings. Let's see the comments. Okay, here's the actual comments from people on the outside, like not people on my itch page, but like who are literally just reviewing from the GMT Game Jam. Jen Fiona DW says, original concept. Took me a second to understand, but once I did, I fed all my guys. Nice game. Oh, that's so cute. I love that the way that she says fed all my guys like they're her friends. What is this? Oh, Jen submitted Hang Zen. I should try other people's games as well. Barney said, I like this concept a lot. I'm a big fan of the little quality of life stuff like swapping a tile last second while a blob of ice cream is on it to quickly flick it to the other way, and the fast forward button is a welcome addition. I think maybe the difficulty could ramp up a bit more, a little quicker if there's difficulty ramping I missed. Okay, well, it does ramp up, but I guess it took like 10 minutes to get there, since the gameplay loop does get a bit stale once you've got the motions down for setting ice cream in motion. In spite of that, I think it's a pretty creative way to approach this type of game, and this feels fun to play in short bursts. Thank you, Barney. Oh, Tessarellis. Well, she's one of my friends, and then I know in person, so it's cool to see a friend in the chat. Hi, Carrie. This was really fun. It reminds me a little, in a good way, of Mini Metro. It's fun to see the board changes to my actions. I somehow ended up creating a lot of zigzags. Me too. I feel like zigzags are the way to like get things to move in a large scale. Like you can see at the start there's no zigzags because everything is checkerboarded, but when you make them all the same color, you end up with zigzag, or you end up with like a single diagonal direction. And that's the only way that like ice cream will actually ever move anywhere, is if it's all like straight paths like that. And it's kind of cool how it's like, yeah, well, anyway, that's the point. What is Mini Metro though? Because that's a game that she said it was a lot like. Interesting. Mini Metro. So it's a game of that. I'll play it later, but it looks like it's you're designing like a metro line for a city, and you're trying to get trains from one spot to another. Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for the comment, Tesseralis. Raya says, this idea is really fun, and it starts feeling satisfying once you notice the patterns and figure out long-winded paths to get the balls to the balls with faces, but it does get really repetitive after a while. That's okay, Honestly, repetition is okay, because, like, adding content to keep it fresh is hard, and, like, I could do it with, like, more flavors, or maybe there's different, like, superpowers or like, lives, or I don't know, but it takes a while. This is such a beautiful execution of a simple idea. That makes so much sense once you see it. I love this interpretation. Thank you, Rusty Wolf. Wick Matt Serg says, this was a pretty fun idea. It was really difficult to keep track of everything going on at once, and it's quite hectic. Maybe with some music and difficulty levels, this could be very nicely expanded on. Wow, thank you, Wick Matt Serg. And that's like, every comment is like mostly positive. I'm like, I guess the reason I feel like kind of like very pleased about this is because I'm so used to YouTube comment sections where the vast majority of comments are like brain dead, and it's like if you're watching in 2025, or they just simply quote what was said in the video. So the fact that all these comments are helpful, appreciative, and constructive is like a breath of fresh air. Yeah. I did not have any music because the file size of the audio would be quite big. But I did want to mention, and I'll play this game again. Oh yeah, if you leave the window like closed, or like if you leave the tab and then come back, it'll like think a lot of time has passed, and so like when you come back, you'll be dead instantly. Anyway, when I showed this to a friend in real life at the tour, they were saying that it might be interesting to have kind of pre-designed levels from the creator, and you could kind of like, you know, Sudoku puzzles or crosswords where there's obviously a designer who makes sure that it's constructed in a way that's not too difficult, not too easy, and then that way you can like slowly train people on concepts that like they have yet to learn. And I thought that would be really cool to make sure that it never gets too boring. You know, you can introduce new different types of tiles, but I was like, given the time constraint, it's easier to make a game where it's like the difficulty comes from it ramping up slowly in speed, and then kind of let speed be the determiner of like skill level instead of having to construct a bunch of levels. Although I do think that the game would be more fun with like pre-designed levels. I just don't think that was in the bandwidth. So anyway, I'm very happy with 279th for creativity. I'm still shocked I didn't get a single hate comment. That's crazy. Like, what kind of world do we live in? But what else was I gonna say? I was gonna say, oh yeah. So my friends created another group. I think some of the people on there were like Catherine, Emily, Not Explosive, Tesseralis, and a few others who submitted a game that I haven't played yet. I think it has to do with like mysterious messages you get on your phone or something, and it got scored like 29th. Why is that audio being weird? 29th for narrative, which means they're in the top 0.3% for narrative. So I should play it, but the audio's really messed up. Okay, well, you know, this is probably longer than I've ever tested it, like during the actual development stage. Wait, the audio's so bad. Well, whatever. The visuals are all that matter. Double 2 at once. Did you see that? That was a twofer. And twofer is a reference to Futurama. Oh! Okay, well that doesn't really matter too much. Oh, just gonna make sure I do that. And I feel like this is the sort of game where if you play it a lot, you will start to get a more intuitive way of understanding where the ball is gonna go, so you don't actually have to look at the lines, but you just kind of know based on the colors or something. Oh, 2 in a row again. But yeah, I really wish I could do more game development. I was thinking like the fact that I kind of transitioned from like games in the early 2010s to YouTube videos in the late 2010s is partly because it was just way easier to accrue a bigger audience on YouTube where there's more discoverability and you don't have to fight for like marketing, right? Like YouTube, oh, the audio's so messed up. YouTube just like shows your video to more people it thinks will like the video using its like recommendation algorithms. So you as the creator only have to worry about how to like making the content and nothing else, not how to like, not the avenues for how to get it to viewers. And I think that like for games, that algorithm has never really been made. I don't think there's really a way for, okay, the audio probably is so bad right now. I don't think there's a way to really measure things like peak times of audience retention for games, even though you can measure things like how many hours they played on Steam. Like you don't know like the click-through rate or like what exact moment made someone click off or subscribe. It's just the games have a much wider variety of ways that the audience is supposed to interact with it, and that is like, I wonder if there's a way to create a platform like YouTube that feeds games to people who it thinks wants it, like YouTube's recommendation system, while giving them the freedom to like experiment with the system more. Oh, that one just died. And that, like, I think that's really the only reason I stopped making games, was just because I didn't want to fight for marketing. Like it felt like a laborious task that wasn't core to like the creative process. Also, all the sound is now gone. But the other thing is like, I think with games, it's like big win, big lose. And what I mean by that is like, if you were the creator of like Minecraft, Five Nights at Freddy's, Stardew Valley, Amori, all these things, you end up with a much more long-lasting fan base than if you just have a viral YouTube video, because people will remember a game they played that like stuck with them way harder than a YouTube video. But it's also, there's a large swath of people who never get their game off the ground at all, and like they're kind of, the thing is like, you could spend like hundreds of hours making a game and still get 0 views on it, because it's like, yeah. And whereas it feels like with YouTube, it's like easier in, easier out, and that kind of like feedback loop of much faster iteration, I kind of just liked more. Can I beat 80? I just want to beat my last score. I'm not gonna, am I? Okay, this one's going in a big loop. I know, now 79. Okay, that's a very similar score. So I guess like, a lot of, like it's very, you get a very similar score if you're ranked the same. But I do agree with everyone that like there's a lot of repetition, but you know, that's just what you get. Okay, let's play my friend like Catherine Tesseralis Not Explosives, their game. So I think to do that, I will go to the results and sort by narrative. And then, like, I don't remember the exact name of it, but I remember it was ranked like 29th. And I'll know it when I see it. So these games are all ones that are more focused on the storyline. So they're more like visual novels and less about the actual gameplay mechanic. I feel like as a experimenter, I do way more game mechanic-y things than story things, which is kind of interesting because the thing that I'm most known for, BFDI, is entirely story and not at all mechanic. Oh, this is what it was called. It was called Hellsight, because 29th in narrative. See, Not Explosive, Corkimo, Emily Pitcher, Ghoulbroth, and Tesseralis, and they got ranked 29th with an average score of 4.41, and they also got ranked really high for creativity. Wait, they got ranked in the top 1,000 for everything. So actually, they did really good. So let's play. Do I have to download? Yeah, okay, let's play. I don't want this video to be too long, but also I feel like this game can't be that long if it was made in a Game Jam. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm just opening it. I'm opening a file like live on my computer as I'm recording, and that's always difficult. So I'm extracting a file live as well, and I could just stop the recording, but I don't want to because I just want it to be a one-shot thing. So here we go. Is this it? Is it this? Out of the loop? It won't let me double click. It's frozen. That might be my computer's fault. Oh, here we go. Okay. It's loading. Oh, it's opening, or something's opening. Oh, it's full screen. I didn't even know. Loop. Stay in. Oh wow. This is actually like it puts me right into the game. Okay. Is it? I hope it's not too loud. I'll lower it a bit. Okay. Troll Doll posted this image. It got 135,000 fires. 21 comments. WTF? I don't get it. Oh, potato. This one wins. Potato. Literally deep fried. Wait, what is it a picture of? It's like a cat with a hat, but it's very abstract. Potato. Literally deep fried. Okay, so we memed so hard the site crashed. This is cool. This is like a version of social media, like a social media simulator, basically. It's like a little Twitter. On the next Condors of Avalon, D. Fontaine faces his greatest foe. Vaseline makes a difficult choice. Miyark rides to the south. Watch now on Newbie TV. Oh, I got a message. I keep seeing the word take. What's with that? Hey, I found... Wait, what is this? Hey, I finally got around creating a loop profile. Oh, you're trying to get 39 users? Is that how it works? Why can't I post? Oh, I see. I'm just here to lurk. But there's a blank... Wait. What is this? There's a blank Wait, is it that like I can swap these out, but I need to find one that's correct, and then maybe once it's correct, then I can send it. There's a hashtag. Okay, so I need a hashtag. Okay, okay. 2 or fewer answers are incorrect. Oh, okay. So like it's kind of like fill in the blank, but also I didn't fully look through all of this. Swazzle challenge. Oh, there's 42 tags also. Oh, this is elaborate. Okay, so let's close. 1 million followers. Anyway, let's keep clicking through. Okay, I'm at 4. Oh, wait, I'm getting a lot of messages. What is Vastef? Vastef. Is this a friend? Rudy Snooty. Americans when they call Talkie Circle social media, 16 followers. They have a nice like Grinch-like profile picture. Hashtag is the ship name for the show. It consists of Vast and Def. Okay, so we need to find a show name. Oh, is Lord Define? Is that? What is that? Princess Vaseline has to be. It has to be Princess Vaseline. Who's Def? Oh no, Lord Defi. That's Def. But I don't know the name of the show. Oh, that's Def. But I don't know what the show name is. So I guess we'll find it. So this is called Hellsight. Okay. Boycott Newbie. I guess some people are mad at Newbie. Oh, wait, hold on. What's an alternate? If we're not doing Newbie stuff, should we just switch to Have It? Oh yeah, I guess that's a competitor. What's an alternative to the boycott? Okay, I like that I'm collecting these, so I know how much progress I'm making. Ad has a lot of... I should stream myself playing this, honestly. I'm just recording it, though. But that's okay. Okay, well, actually, I won't play this whole thing now because this video is supposed to be about scoop loops. Oh, also, you couldn't see that I had users here. Oops. Well, one thing at a time, but yeah. So this video is about scoop loops, but this game is like I really like the premise of oh, shoot, I can't point this game. So great work to everyone who did it, and thank you for watching this video, and bye.